are exposing the cheat codes for work and sharing them with the world. Once employees know how to hack their work, everything's up for grabs. How we work, when and where we work, how we define effectiveness and success. Everything. Benevolent hackers see the future and pull us toward it in whatever ways work best. Woot. Expression of joy and excitement 80s hackers used to disguise that they had gained root access, the most fundamental level of control, to someone's system. Root was replaced with W00T. Chapter 1. Saving Business from Itself, One Bad Act at a Time. If you think you are too small to be effective, you have never been in bed with a mosquito. Betty Reese, American pilot. Business is broken. We all know it, even if we're scared to admit it. Most of us feel screwed, and many of us feel helpless to change it. We have become slaves to our infrastructure, to businesses' controlling tools, procedures, and mandates. Something's got to give. Something already has. Richard Saunders is living proof. He works for one of the top banks in the world, one of those institutions that did its job so well in 2008 that it helped dig us into the worst financial hole we've been in since the Great Depression. Yeah, one of those firms. Richard's job is to provide the bank's clients, law firms and courts holding over $50 million in escrow for their clients, the reports they need to keep track of all those assets. His team takes thousands of different statements and consolidates them all into simple, easy-to-read reports for clients. It's like drinking from a fire hose so others don't have to. Then there's his work for the senior team. As the crisis unfolded, they wanted their own custom-made distillations. Lots of them. The problem was that nothing in this growing data stream helped serve clients better, increased the value of service provided, or predicted catastrophes. They were just more detailed rear-view mirrors the executives used to calm themselves with the illusion of greater control. Even worse, what the execs really wanted, useful, insightful analysis, couldn't be easily produced using the software provided by corporate IT. Poor Richard. What to do? Work 29 hours a day, 10 days a week to manually create these reports and the much-needed analysis? Get stressed out, skip family time, all to soothe the shattered nerves of his senior execs? No way. He hacked the system. Knowing that the software was written in the programming language Visual Basic and connected to a simple database, he used Microsoft Access to link to the database's back end. Getting the database password was easy enough. I just called the software vendor, Richard says, softened him up, and he readily gave it to me. Once I had that, I was able to tap into the database and pull all the data I needed and make massive changes on the fly. Would the bank's auditors and IT security guys freak out if they knew that Richard had hacked their system and had almost full access to all customer data? You bet. But since his hack, Richard has become incredibly productive and is the company-wide authority on these types of accounts. He's now the go-to hero with all those senior execs because he's been able to give them a lot more than just data dumps. And he's preempted a ton of problems for clients along the way. If they only knew the full story. Says Richard, not his real name, of course. As a result of this hack, I kept senior management off our backs so we were able to keep doing more for our clients with less. He's not alone in believing that he has to change the rules for getting things done if he's going to increase his productivity and achieve better results for the firm. Many in our workforce are coming to the same conclusion. Evers Pierce, a university employee in Oxford who had his budget slashed to nothing, is another example. Instead of accepting this edict, he funded his projects with £37,000 by selling on eBay what he was supposed to be throwing away: furniture, engine parts, construction waste, and wrangled the income back into the finance system.